Atlanta Bird game. What's happening? What's going on? What's going down? It's your dog Titus checking in with a video. Hey, let's get straight to the business, man. Let's waste no time, no jive. Let's get straight to the business. Josh Kendall of the Athletic reported that our Atlanta Falcons will pass on Jalen Carter in the draft. Pretty much saying that Jalen Carter is expected to be sitting right there, gift wrap for us at number 8 in the draft. And per Josh Kendall in the Athletic, the Atlanta Falcons are not going to draft him. They're not gonna draft him based on what Kendall is saying. So guys, y'all we gotta talk about this, man. We gotta talk about this because at one point in time, man, that seemed like a dream scenario that would not come true for the Falcons in regards to Jalen Carter being there at number 8. So let's talk about it. It's on the screen right now. So let's read the article real quickly here. It says concerns grow surrounding Carter, especially after his pro day in Athens. He showed up 9 pounds heavier than his weigh-in at the NFL Combine less than 2 weeks prior, and only did position drills, no other testing. Everything stems from charges against the former Bulldogs defender for reckless driving and racing the night of a fatal crash that took the lives of Georgia staffer Chandler LaCroix and other offensive linemen David Willock. Rest in peace to both of those also. But things have escalated. According to Josh Kendall of The Athletic, Carter will likely fall to the Falcons at number 8, and fans should get used to the idea of the team passing on him. It once seemed like a pipe dream that Carter, and that's bars too. It once seemed like a pipe dream that Carter would fall to Atlanta at number 8. It now looks likely, and it looks as equally as likely that the Falcons will let him go right by. If he does, Atlanta fans need to start getting their minds wrapped around the fact that Carter is not, and I repeat, is not coming to Flowery Branch, Kendall said. So they are saying the Falcons are going to pass up on Jalen Carter, man. Let me give y'all my perspective on this whole situation. First off, let me start off and say if Jalen Carter is sitting there at number 8, and we have the 8th draft pick, if no draft day trades have happened by the Falcons at that time, man, we better take the kid, man. We better take him. We better take him. You know what I'm saying? We better draft him. We better draft him. It's been a long, long, long time since the Falcons have had a very good or great defense, and this would be a foundation or a building block to becoming a great defensive team. Jalen Carter is an outstanding talent, and I'm not going to rehash the whole incident that happened as far as the wreck goes. The article spoke about his work ethic being in question. Okay. They also spoke about him showing 9 pounds heavier for his pro day. Okay. 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 So let's digest this, right? Let's digest this. Where do I start to digest this at? As far as the crash goes and him showing up 9 pounds heavier, the kid just went through a very traumatic experience that I'm pretty sure he hasn't mentally recovered from. Very traumatic experience that very few people have experienced, you know? So mentally and even spiritually, who knows how he's been dealing with this? And as the old saying goes, time heals all wounds. And this is something that just happened. I mean, UGA just won the championship, what, back in January? It's only been about 2 months. So this is still fresh on his mind. So who knows how he's been able to handle this? Showed up 9 pounds heavier. Okay. Maybe the stress of that incident has been weighing so heavily on his mind that maybe he skipped some workouts. Maybe he made one or two more, three more pieces than he should have. Okay. But I will say this. What does the tape tell you? What does the film tell you? I get it. You got these pro days, you got the combine and all that stuff. Who can run the fastest 40? Who can high jump the highest? Who looks the best against the shed, the blocking sled? Who does the most reps of 235? Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, but what does the film say? What does the film say? You know who also looked great at the combine and everybody talked about, whoa, he has excellent work ethic. Vic Beasley. When we got swindled into drafting him because he looked so good at the combine and the pro day and he has high character, that got us Vic Beasley. What does the film say? We are talking about a player who was arguably the best player on back-to-back national championship teams. Arguably. No doubt about it, he was the best player on the most recent Bulldog team, the 2022 team. Now, you can argue the 2021 team, but he was definitely top three without a doubt on the team. So we are talking about a player who has been either the best or one of the best players on two consecutive national championship teams. Two consecutive SEC guy. So what does the film tell you? What does that film tell you, man? And this year, this past college season, he was just absolutely dominant. Sometimes it was like he was just out there toying with guys. Ask LSU. Ask LSU Tigers about Jalen Carter. They'll tell you. Jalen Carter was the highest rated, and you see it right here on the screen, from PFL. Jalen Carter, 92.7. The highest graded Power 5 defender in all of college football last year. Jalen Carter. So if he's sitting there at 8, man, the Falcons need to get him. You know what this really reminds me of, y'all? Warren Sapp 2.0. This reminds me of the Warren Sapp situation when he was in college. I'm with most of y'all consider old heads. So I remember Warren Sapp playing at Miami and then going to the NFL. But those of you who may not be old enough, go back and look at the Warren Sapp situation. You know what they question? You know what the NFL pundits question about Warren Sapp coming out of college? Oh, his work ethic. There was some stuff going around about marijuana with Warren Sapp, and his work ethic. And that caused him to slide down the draft boards. You know what that resulted in? One of the best defensive linemen in NFL history, first ballot Hall of Fame, and also the anchor to Tampa Bay's first Super Bowl, Warren Sapp. And he had all these similar things going on with him when around draft time. This is what this reminds me of. This is Warren Sapp 2.0. And I guarantee you, if all those teams could go back and do it again, including the Atlanta Falcons, they would have drafted Warren Sapp. So, yeah, I get it. He wasn't in the best physical condition that he should have been. But like I say, he went through something traumatic. I remember the first time I got my driver's license, I was 16 years old. The first time I hit an animal. That affected me for a little bit. I was like, it was a rabbit too. A rabbit was crossing the road, ran right into my car. And I was like, dang, that sat on my mind for a little bit. And I'm not trying to, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to compare a rabbit to a human, but I'm just saying, you never know what's going on with people's mind, especially when they go through something like that. But again, what does the film tell you? What does the tape tell you? When it's time to put on that helmet, that shoulder pads, them knee pads, and lay it all on the line, what does the film tell you? It tells you Jalen Carter is a dog, pun intended. So if he's there at number 8 Atlanta, man, we better jump on him. We better jump on it. You better forget that Falcons filter that has ran rampant in his franchise since the Michael Vick debacle. You better throw that out the window. It's time to win. It's Jalen Carter. Hey. And a lot of times, those guys with Jalen Carter's talent, a lot of times you pass up on them, and we all know he's better than these guys getting drafted before him. They use that for fuel. They use it for fuel. So let me know what y'all think, man. This is my perspective, my opinion. I'm very interested to hear yours. Let's talk about this. If Jalen Carter is there at number 8 when we draft, should we draft Jalen Carter? My opinion, damn right. Damn right we should. But I want y'all to tell me your opinion. As always, man, let's run these comments. So, let's chop this up. Let's have our discussion in the comments. Tell me what you think. Should we or should not draft Jalen Carter if he's there? Also, please like the video. And if you like this video and if you like the content that we be dropping here on the Atlanta Bird Game, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Definitely helps us out a lot. But I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to wrap this up. As always, I'll see y'all the next time I see y'all. Peace.